When you dress up an old ride that's actually very new, you need to make it sound like it's got some attitude, even though it's never had a date or a dance. Sound confusing? Well, when it comes to a do-it-yourself exhaust install, you have to know some tricks that'll bend your mind, too.
Well, if we're gonna do exhaust, shouldn't it be in the air?
Yeah, definitely should, but we gotta get the headers in first. How's it going, Dan?
Good. So this is what we want?
Yeah, these are just shorty-style block hugger headers. We decided to go with Doug's headers. It's 1 5/8 primary tube with a 2.5-inch collector. They're the block hugger type, and they're ceramic coated.
We had to weld up the flanges that lead off the headers. We use stainless flanges because we're using stainless pipe. It's always good to keep this common metals alike. You get what's called electrolysis. We use stainless welding wire. And just did the flanges, a couple of bends down from the flanges.
MagnaFlow's mantra is wide open performance. On a truck, there's more than your average amount of room, so that motto plays very well.
When I'm using the pipe bender to bend the pipe, I'm looking to make sure that I have my lines marked correctly, and also we have a center line drawn along the bottom of the pipe just to reference the bends and where you're going to place them. You can also use a piece of welding rod or other similar type wire and pre-bend it to mock it up under the car. And once you have that bent, you just take your wire and you place it along the pipe bender to get the correct angle.
Trimming and tacking is the objective here. Finished welds will come later.
We had to actually cut some piping and spin it around to meet some of the directions we needed because we wouldn't be able to bend a pipe that way. As far as there's certain angles you can't get from a pipe bender, and also once you bend a pipe, you can't turn around and try and rebend it back to its original position. It just doesn't work.
We actually got a hold of Rob over at Airgas, and he gave us a special mixer. It was a tri-mix gas mixture for this. The stainless steel usually requires a little different type of gas. It's 90% helium, it's 7.5% argon, and 2.5% CO2.
It's mostly helium, but you don't suck on the tank valve like you're in a balloon store. The mixture's toxic, and it won't make you sound like Daffy, just make you look that way.
The reason we used wood blocks on the build was because that way we can keep the exhaust the height we wanted and of course away from the frame as far as we wanted while we were setting it in position and tack welding it. That way what it does, it gives us an accurate measurement for both sides to be pretty level and pretty equal as far as all the way down the side of the frame.
Moving the tubes under the bed is straightforward. Where we come out is the question and the challenge.
I decided to go out the side just to be a little different. We're going to put a roll pan on this truck, and rather than go through the roll pan, which a lot of people do, we're going to put in some LED tail lights and some backup lights. And it would have been too cluttered back there to go out that way. We used the laser to just get the final output on the fender to make sure that we had our bends headed where we wanted. As far as the size of the hole through the fender, the best thing to do there is simply just start small and enlarge it till you get it to where you need it.
Sneaking up on the hole size is the trick. Too big is too bad.
The finished result came out pretty good, especially for a bunch of people that haven't done it before. I'm very happy with it, the way it came out. The exhaust system seems to be almost equal on both sides. Where it comes out is in the same location, and going from front to back for a first time, I'm very happy with the results.
You see, it can be done. Do-it-yourself exhaust. Wide open, front to back. And I bet you it's gonna sound pretty mean.